Hi guys, so in this video we have this Samsung Galaxy phone and we are just testing because this phone is overheating. You can literally feel the heat coming off of the motherboard. So actually you can see me using the thermal cam. I'm trying to pinpoint the direction in which the heat is coming from. Also, guys, this phone was actually wet by water and it was a lot of water. And when I opened the back of the phone, it did not look like it was that badly hit with the water. But the user told me it was hit with a lot of water. So definitely, guys, as you can see me, they're trying to pinpoint where the issue is coming from. Is this motherboard fixable? We are using the thermal cam to pinpoint where the heat is coming from. And at this time, I decide to do some inspection. And by looking at the motherboard, we weren't seeing any watermark or anything. But I just kept looking. And by looking, I realized that even under the connectors for the screen, I can see that water actually got into the connection area, which don't normally happen, but yeah, it happened. So it has to be that the phone was hit with a lot of water. So I keep observing the issue. I also clean the connectors, seeing if that was the issue, as the corrosion can join the pins together. So I ensure clean all the connection, and as you can see, all the watermarks are gone. We ensure that the motherboard is clean, and also the connections on the screen as well was cleaned. However, I did not show you everything in this video, but you can see that I remove the metal covering, which is extremely hard to remove. You can also see that there are some holes on the protective cover. There are two of them there. The main one in which the heat is coming from is the one that I removed. And you can see that we had some water damage there. So I tested and I realized that there are a few short circuits in that area. When I connect the battery, you can see that that area is heating up dramatically. So yeah, so what we did, we were trying to figure out, which component it is coming from. As I use my finger to pinpoint, where the heat is coming from. This was extremely hard to pinpoint the exact location. So I decided to use a multimeter and I tested the area. Again, guys, this sort of work takes a lot of time sometimes. And when it takes a lot of time, I did not get to video everything that I did. But there was a short circuit in this area here. And you can see me resoldering two capacitors there. Also, bear in mind that when you resolder these capacitors, you need to remove the old solder, apply new solder. This is to ensure that the capacitor is soldered properly and in the future it will not fall off. Right, guys, I did not show all of these things in the video, but I'm just letting you guys know that if it happens that you're doing anything like this, you want to ensure that you apply fresh solder. So as you can see here, I replaced the parts that were damaged. There's a small chip there as well that was heating up, and we had 3 capacitors there in that area. So we replace them, and as you can see here now, everything is looking lovely. It's just for me to test to see if the problem is fixed. So the first thing I'm going to do is to check for short. And yeah, so guys, what I'm going to be doing here, I am going to make sure test. This is one of the old capacitor that I took off. I actually lost the other one, but it's not good anyway. But what I'm going to be doing here is testing, and I'm going to do everything in a safe way. When I started working on this phone, the battery was completely drained, and this is because the short circuit sucked all the power out of the battery. I had to charge the battery up externally and then connect the battery to the motherboard, and then I realized that the motherboard was getting hot. The phone wasn't turning on. So guys, as you can see here, I'm going to test first to see if we are still getting the heat on the motherboard, and I'm going to use the thermal cam, and as you can see, we are not getting any heat showing there, so I know that we are good to go. So I am going to disconnect the battery, connect the LCD screen. I was also surprised that the screen is fully functional and there wasn't any sign of water damage to the screen, and everything is connected. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to plug in the charger. And as you can see, as soon as I plug the charger in, you can see that the phone lights up. The phone is revived, and everything is looking lovely. One thing I must say, that the metal covering, that one was very hard to come off. So it took me about an hour or so to get that off. And when you take those metal coverings off, you can damage the small components underneath of it, and you have to be so careful. And heating it off, it was not coming off, but by heating the metal and using the tweezer and pliers in a smart way to get it off, I was able to get it done. But the phone is functioning 100%, and this repair was a success. So yeah guys, I hope that this was helpful to you and help you in some way. And also